Hello and welcome back. This exercise, I want to talk to you very briefly and basically about the difference between the two forks. Now you might say, Katie, I have a fork that doesn't have those things on the end. This fork is a weighted fork. This is an unweighted fork. The difference between the two forks, they both have the base, they have the two tines, which are these two prongs here, they're called tines. And on the weighted fork, there's these little circular weights. They're placed strategically at the end, which allows you to tune. This is 112.415 hertz, the frequency of oxygenation for the blood. These weighted forks allow the vibrations to be conducted on the weighted forks, to be conducted as you strike them and placed onto the body. So you'll notice when I strike this fork, there's no audible sound. Given that 112 hertz is quite a low frequency, the human audible range of hearing frequencies is around 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. I don't know if I agree with that because I've tested a range of my clients, and I think the most common, the highest frequency you can hear is kind of 13,000, 15,000. And the lowest, 50 or 60, if you're really listening. So when you strike the weighted fork, you won't be able to hear an audible sound. This is vibroacoustic sound. Vibroacoustic, which is what my company is, VibroSound, is the felt sound vibrations. So weighted forks are something that we're going to use on the body. We're going to use them on the weighted parts of the body to really feel the vibroacoustic effect, the bass vibrations, which are going to be conducted through the bones. We'll talk about the best strategic places to utilize the weighted forks. But for now, just know the weighted forks go on the body. Anywhere you have bone, it's going to conduct really, really well. It's not just going into the bone though, it's going into the water, to the blood. Sound is conducted and can travel through mediums such as air, water, aluminium. So these are made out of aluminium and they're conducting, if you imagine all the sound waves spiraling through the body, you are essentially 75, 80% water, depending on how dehydrated you are. When you are placing the frequency onto your body, the water of your body is actually carrying it. If you can imagine when you drop a stone in the water, it doesn't just sit there. The effect and the force, the movement and the vibration of the stone falling is creating the waves, the longitudinal waves that are carrying out. The sound waves are the same deal. If you visualize placing it onto your body, it's going, if you've ever seen cymatics, it's a beautiful representation of how sound creates shape on different mediums. Usually people use water or sand on a Chladni plate, and then they play the vibration, and all these beautiful sacred geometric shapes form, break down, reform, break down. Different frequencies are creating different harmonic shapes within the body. So that's the weighted forks. They're really fun, and even if you only have one, it's really beautiful to be able to feel onto the body. So let's move to the unweighted forks. So the unweighted forks obviously do not have the weights at the end of the tines. I love the unweighted forks. I love the frequencies that they give off. I'm very much a melodic, harmonious person. When I make music, I'm not so much drawn to the rhythmic instruments. I'm really into different beautiful harmonies, different sounds. So the unweighted forks are going to be used inside the energy field. So what does that mean? We have our physical body, we have our energy body, and then we have the subtle vibration that is informing our physical body, which is storing all of the different minute frequencies of our experiences, our thoughts, our emotions. We'll get more into that in the class about our energy field. But for now, just know you can take energy out of the body. You can find any energy blocks or disturbances in the field. Maybe you bring it on the throat. And you can listen to the frequency. And because your energy field is recording everything that's happening in your life, the current vibratory state of your being right now, you can hear when the tuning forks change pitch that there's something funky going on. You can also just reharmonize your energy field as well. You don't need to be any kind of detective. And you can just say, hey, I'd like to channel a beautiful energy of love, of peace, of calm, of confidence, of excitement. However the frequency and energy that you want to channel, setting your intention, and you have the ability to place that in the energy body, which is going to feed information, going to feed energy to the surrounding organs of the energy system, to the meridians, to the blood, to the bones. So I hope that gives you a brief overview of the difference between the weighted forks and the unweighted forks. I highly recommend having a combination of both because they can do such different things. Especially for things like space clearing, you really want to be focusing on the unweighted forks because they're going to be placing the harmonious frequencies and energies and audible sound throughout your space to shift the energy and vibration of your life. So if you have any questions about unweighted forks or weighted forks, feel free to email me, and I'll see you in the next lesson.